out today. My ankle's coming along. It's coming along. The swelling on the bottom of my foot is gone. The swelling on the left side of my ankle is gone. Just the right side is still a little bit. I mean, what a disaster. But I bought resistance bands and I'm going to work on strengthening my ankles. I know ankles and wrists are weak parts of the body to begin with. So, as soon as it's feeling back to normal, I will work on that. I'll start working on that. I mean, you know, it's always got to be something. All right, first person here is Mega for love. When it comes to love, life could change you for the better quickly if you leave people, places, and things in the past that no longer serve you. Anything that's not functioning well, now you have the moon in reverse. So if you're involved with somebody, something may get revealed around the situation that could need to be dealt with. Anything that's not functioning well needs to be let go of in order for life to move forward. And then when life moves forward, you have a love offer coming in from a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Anxiety eases and moves into the past and life moves forward. Could even have choices and options. There may be more than one water sign. There also could be a Libra around. Aries Sun for the next 24. Maybe spending time with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Teamwork is favored around work, school, or business. Maybe thinking about going back to school, learning a new area of study. You have a new venture that may be beginning. Listen to your intuition and life moves forward. Slow and steady wins the race, but negativity is moving into the past and life's moving forward. Not bad. Not bad. Alessandra, love for July. Anxiety around love should start to move into the past. Exploring your options around love could lead you to a committed relationship. It probably won't be in July, though. Exploring your options and leaving things that no longer serve you in the past brings in new energy. I can't swear it's going to be in July, though. It may be like sometime between now and the end of September. There's a fire sign coming in, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. There's Earth, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Exploring your options leads to success. A new journey may be beginning, but you might need to disconnect from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Expressing your wants and needs around love could be helpful, and exploring your options. Shantae, General. Money coming in. Money's coming in. You're not looking back on the past, and the solution to a problem is in front of you. Maybe spending time with a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Disappointments heal and move into the past. Anxiety eases and moves into the past. Empress is bringing in love and money or more of it. And a disappointment or a heartache is healing and moving into the past. Good days are ahead. Better times are coming. Hi, Mel. Sana, I met up with this guy B last weekend and I'm not sure how he feels or his intentions. Like there's romantic attraction or is it just friendship? Mostly we met in a group. Well, as of right now, it looks like it's just friendship, but like it's like indecisive, like doesn't know, doesn't have anything planned. However, there is opportunity for growth, change, and transformation for the better around this situation. So I wouldn't say that it couldn't turn romantic. You just may have to give it a little bit of time. What was I just doing here? T-Vet for today. How's your sister? How's she doing? Walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. You may hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. Feeling ambitious, you should be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Old wounds heal and move into the past. Maybe spending time with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, or possibly a Virgo. If there's no Virgo around, it also could be taking time for yourself. Spending quiet time alone. Devin, will Carly find me attractive when we link today? Yes. Emily near Earth Girl, love with Joseph and I. Look out for having an argument or a disagreement that may have something to do with somebody feeling deceived or lied to about something. It depends where you guys are in your relationship. I don't see all that much happening here. I don't see a whole lot of love or romance right now. But if you've been in a relationship for quite some time, that may be normal. If you're looking for romance or love to heat up, you might have to like express your wants and needs around the situation, because I don't see a whole lot of love here. Emily, near future for Jane and me. You have communication either coming in or picking up, being guided by the divine. You may be planning travel. I don't know what that is, but there may be travel around the situation. Old wounds heal and move into the past, and the situation or relationship may be strengthening. Expressing your wants and needs around the situation could be helpful. Queen City for today. Negativity moves into the past, and you may feel relief around feeling better, compensated, better respected around work, school, and business. New beginnings around the horizon that lead to success. Life changes for you for the better quickly. Listen to your intuition. Lay down the law, set boundaries. It'll serve you well. And don't look back on the past. Life is moving forward. T-Vet, it was a really bad UTI, but they're treating her. Oh, okay, good. Thank God. Thank God. I know it's crazy that UTIs could have such an effect. Yeah, I mean, I've heard a lot about that. Kind of like a career reading. Might have choices and options that come in around career. Your hard work pays off, and things could change for you for the better quickly between now and the end of the summer. There may be a new venture, maybe going back to school, learning a new area of study. Expressing your wants and needs around career and exploring your options leads to success around things moving forward pretty quickly. Dee Dee for tomorrow. You've got disappointments heal and move into the past. You could be planning travel, and you may be spending time with a Sagittarius or a Gemini. Choices and options are coming in around social activity. Life is moving forward. Make sure you take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care, because it may be a busy day. You might have a lot going on, like kind of hectic. Lucky General. You have a wish that comes true. You have making decisions that push life forward. Maybe spending time with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, or possibly fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Happiness is coming in around career moving forward. Money comes in, finances improve. And you may be planning travel, possibly a road trip. Live general for the next 3 weeks. Might have choices and options around social activity. You could be planning travel, and negativity is moving into the past. Feeling ambitious, you should be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Slow and steady wins the race, but life is moving forward. Could be spending time with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Weight of the world slips off your shoulders and life begins to move forward. Something nice may happen around the home, moving homes. Let me know if it's working now. I mean, it's showing me that the Wi-Fi is working on both of them. I don't know why it's buffering. Oh, it looks like it's working now. Okay. I don't know why that happens. All right, so I think I was up to Jamila. Reading for tomorrow. Martesha maybe didn't hear hers. Let me know if you didn't hear it. I'll redo it. For Jamila, you've got a little bit more financial stability is coming in, and you're making decisions that push life forward. Old wounds heal and move into the past, and your luck changes for the better. No longer holding yourself back, life is moving forward. You may be working on a new creative project or creative hobby. Listen to your intuition. Marcus, you didn't hear yours. All right, I'm going to do yours now. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Might hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. You could be spending time with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. May have choices and options around social activity, and there could be money coming in. The hard work you put into work, school, or business pays off, and negativity moves into the past. Make sure you're taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Amy for the next 48 for Sunny. This person has a disappointment healing and moving into the past, and life is moving forward with a wish come true. Success and change for the better around work, school, or business is coming in. Teamwork is favored. They may be feeling grounded, moving homes, changing homes, upgrading their home, redecorating their home, entertaining at home, whatever it is, it would be positive. Their perseverance pays off, and they could be spending time with a Sagittarius. If there's no Sagittarius around them, their life may be moving forward with divine guidance, and they're not looking back. Tamana for the next 2 weeks. A disappointment and anxiety both are easing and moving into the past. You may reconnect with an old friend or hear from someone you haven't heard from in a while. Perseverance pays off around work, school, or business. Maybe spending time with a Virgo or a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Weight of the world slips off your shoulders when you're clear about your wants and needs around both personal and professional relationships. Sha, love reading. Disconnect from people, places, and things that no longer serve you, and new beginnings, new doors open. Anything that's not functioning well will disintegrate and move into the past. And then you have a water sign coming in, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, that could lead you to a committed relationship. Summer, love. When it comes to love, slow and steady wins the race. Walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you, and then life moves forward. Don't settle for less than you want or deserve, but if you're feeling undecided about something, don't make any decisions until you're ready. Could be spending time with a Sagittarius or a Cancer. You also have a Pisces here. Disappointments heal and move into the past, and life moves forward. Ariana, will I get the job at Nurse CE Central? Got about better than 70% chance, yes, you'll get it. It looks pretty good. Pretty promising. Lobster. Oh shit, hold on. What is happening in my dream last night? I saw two people sitting and then a spirit or an entity. Oh my god, that disappeared. Hang on. flash popped up between them. Was this mediumship for remote viewing or just a nightmare? I think it was just a nightmare. And you know the way it reads? I don't know who the two people were or if you knew them, but it looks, the way that it reads is like, and it could be coming from your subconscious, there is something that is evil or negative that's going on between these two people, and it could be that somebody, it's going to come to light. Like whatever's happening between them is going to come to light. Now, say you don't know who these people are, they're just two random people. It doesn't really matter. It still could be two people in your world that show up at some point where there is something that gets revealed, and it may be the kind of thing where, oh my God, I can't believe that happened. Like, who knows? Like the neighbors that look loving and kind and like they have a great relationship are suddenly getting divorced because the wife has been cheating or some kind of nonsense. Like it could be that kind of a thing that and it may be something that you've been taking notes and your subconscious has been aware of it, and it may come out at some point. So I would say maybe it's somewhat, there could be an element of like a predictive thing. Let's see what happens. Oh, Elizabeth, I answered that. No, I don't see any large winds around the casino. "555, I'm going to send an email to our district manager about the racist and derogatory remarks about my other manager. How will this go? Will it be awkward or accepted and responded to?" They're going to respond to it, and then they're going to investigate it. They're not going to take that lightly. So whatever it is, they're probably going to come in and do an investigation. Yeah, they're not going to take kindly to that. Jamie and Brianna Aries. Slow and steady wins the race, but communications coming in or picking up. I wouldn't try to rush anything. I would take it day by day, but it looks like there's an improvement on the horizon this month. Pallavi, love. You have new energy coming in. It could be a Sagittarius that comes in. You may have water, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. With the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities around love. Don't settle for less than you want or deserve, and explore your options. Tanya, love. Negativity around love moves into the past and life moves forward. You've got romance that could be heating up with a Leo again. Or another fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Walk away from people, places, and things that you feel no longer serve you, and explore your options. Leads you to success around love. Nav, how will the offer in my upcoming appraisal be? It should be okay. Yeah, you might feel like it's okay. Yeah, fair. Susie, journal between T the Capricorn and I. Slow and steady wins the race, but things look like they're functioning better. Things like come back into balance, or they should be coming back into balance with communication coming in. Probably going to see one another soon. Life is moving forward. It's a little slow, but things look okay. Bernard, a general reading for a football job for the next July 8th to the 18th into the 2nd of August. Things look good. Things look good. Feeling grounded and stable. Perseverance pays off. Life's moving forward and you're ready for it. Success comes in. Solution to a problem is in front of you. You'll figure it out before the end of, August. Pretty good. Now, will I be able to move to a different building in a different apartment in my current building by the end of September? Yeah, I think you'll be able to do that. Most likely. Lourdes, will I be successful if I establish a study center at the current place I'm negotiating? It's small, not a very good location, but still in a mall at the center of the city. Okay, let's see. You'll be successful. Yeah, success comes in. Sarah, aid the Pisces current feelings for our current situation. This guy he's so manipulative and very arrogant. He thinks that you're waiting on him. He thinks that you're in love with him and you're waiting on him to make some kind of a grand gesture. If you haven't spoken to him, it's because he's stagnant. He's waiting on you. I don't know where you guys are in this relationship, but he doesn't believe that you're walking away from him. He thinks that you're waiting on him. Mihak, General. You've got money coming in, finances could be improving, listen to your intuition, and life moves forward. Old wounds heal and move into the past. You may be planning travel. Perseverance pays off around work, school, or business. New love. How would S react if I tell her how I felt about the situation with J? I don't think that you're going to get a strong reaction from her, but she may kind of agree with some of it. Like she may kind of tell you that she's noticed it, or she's seen her treat people like that. Or, yeah. I mean, I don't think you're going to get a strong reaction from her, though. Either way. $555. It's in the chat earlier. How will it go for me working now after I send the email? Will it be awkward transition, or will they make it known that it was me? It's honestly so uncomfortable to work around him. He's not going to know it was you. No, he's not going to know it was you. But it's going to get addressed and it's going to be investigated. You know the way they're going to do it is they're not going to say who wrote it. They may not. They may even be vague about whether or not it was a person, or like a person that works there, or somebody that's an employee that may, not an employee, like a customer that may have heard something. They're going to be very vague about what the letter, who the letter came from, but they're going to interview everybody. That's what I think is going to happen. So I mean, you might feel awkward, but I don't think you're going to be called out on it in any way. I think they're probably going to question you in the same way they question everybody else. So it's going to look just like, somebody made this complaint, somebody said this, we have to look into it. Tanya, general for the next 5 days. You have a wish that comes true. If you're undecided about something or someone, don't make any decisions until you're ready and life changes for you for the better quickly. Listen to your intuition and life moves forward. Slow and steady wins the race. You may be feeling like there's choices and options around social activity. Paying off a bill of debt or a loan, or setting money aside for something could make you feel relieved. Nav, will I be able to move to a different department in my current building at the end of September? Oh, I did that one. I said yes, that's probably going to happen. Tanya, I did for the next 5 days. Sarah, he's blocked everywhere since the last 20th. It's so crazy. We were involved. I didn't feel that he can be this manipulative. Yeah, he's manipulative. Once you start to learn about manipulation, you'll see it everywhere. You'll see it everywhere. Yeah, it's like now you're not going to be able to unsee it. Like, people are fucking manipulating. They're manipulating. Not everyone, but people use manipulation to get what they want. And they use it, they play the victim. Oh, they were wronged. Oh, it's because it was done to me. That kind of, that's victim mentality. You got to stop that. But yeah, manipulation is crazy. And unfortunately, people that are innocent, they don't know any better. Like, if you go outside and you're talking to the guy next door and he tells you, oh, my wife just left me, I'm so depressed, I don't know what happened, we've been married for 30 years, whatever it is. But they're not telling you that the wife left because he cheated for years, that he was a fall-down drunk, that he wasn't paying the bills, he had a gambling problem. You don't hear that. You only hear what, and then you feel sorry for him, right? Because you don't hear the other side of it. And then, like, playing, I don't know what I'm going to do, like that, you know, I'm just making up shit, but... And you don't know it because you only know what people are telling you. If you didn't see it, yeah, people are fucked up. People are fucked up. But this is shit that we learn in childhood. Sob story, yeah. But what I've realized about myself, I don't know if anybody else experienced this. I know that I'm like, things were different when I was little. You know, like, just things were different. They were just different. It was different the way you handled kids. It was different the way you raised kids. Even like sexual harassment, racist, political shit, like political correctness, that didn't exist. So things have changed a lot. But growing up, I remember a lot, and I only started to remember it with raising Avery. That I was told a lot. I was told a lot. And this was mainly from my grandmother. Like, say we were in public. Like, say, I don't know, maybe I wanted something, or I was throwing a tantrum, or I wasn't being perfect. She would, like, point to, like, an employee, and she would say, that man's going to get upset with you. That man's going to be upset with you. Or I remember many times her saying, they're not going to like you if you behave like that. So I definitely learned as a child that I had to be perfect or act a certain way, or people weren't going to like me. And that made an impact on me. So I also learned, well, you have to be honest. People aren't going to like you if you're a liar. You have to always tell the truth. So for somebody like me, like, I was kind of growing up assuming that other people felt the same way. So I thought for the most part that people were always honest because I was honest. Not to realize that everybody was a fucking liar. Other people were probably not raised like that. And more so now as things have changed. You know, like, now you're not even allowed to, like, put the kid in the corner. They got to call it something else. The reason why I don't care for, like, the political correctness is because it is what it is. If you sit him in the corner and you put him in the corner, or you sit him on a chair and call it the think seat or whatever, it's the same thing. What difference does it make what we call it? But I try to explain things and not make it like it's her fault, because I think that that's why I have that people pleasing kind of a thing. Like, I've become a people pleaser. It's like, oh my God, if I'm not nice, then the cashier's going to be mad at me. Like, who gives a shit? But I'm not that person. I always have to make sure that I've done the right thing as best to my ability. And where was I going with this? Oh, so yeah, so that's why I was easy to manipulate my whole life. But not anymore, because now I've learned about it. And now I'm very sensitive to it. So don't manipulate me. Do not try to manipulate my kid, because it's not going to go well. Anyhow. $555 for the next 5 days. A disappointment heals and moves into the past, and life moves forward. You'll hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from, or get good news that you've been waiting on. You've got a new business or opportunity that could be coming in, and you might be feeling like better compensated, better respected around work, school, or business. Also could be feeling a little bit more financially secure. Listen to your intuition. Not bad. Oh, cinnamon, you too? Wow. I'm Lourdes. My husband is having problems with his company right now. It doesn't agree with my study center. Will I convince him? Yes, I think you will convince him. Tanya, the Leo, can you tell me about him? Because honestly, the Leo sounds familiar to Aries. Hardworking, except maybe it's a fire sign thing. Okay, let's see. You have he's maybe very good with making decisions, or he's very decisive. He's kind, compassionate, sincere, down to earth, successful. He may love travel. He may be strong and confident. He may have a good personality. He could be very compassionate and strong. So he may be a nice guy, but you don't take advantage of him. Nobody takes advantage of him. So yeah, I mean, it looks like a good guy. I'm hoping that it's somebody who has not come in yet, and this is a fresh person. Adonis, people are raised differently. Yeah, I remember like working at the grocery store, having like a kid come in and say to me, well, I didn't go to school today. My mom let me take a mental health day. And I was like, what? A fucking mental health day? Never. When we grew up, no, you went to school unless you were absolutely dying. Me and all of my friends. And another one was, well, I didn't do my report, so my mom let me stay home to finish it. Oh, no, wait, hell no. Me and my asshole friend were up one night with one computer that kept running out of ink. The two of us assholes up all night typing reports. And mine was on the Andromeda galaxy, and I had a typewriter that was like spell check, and it didn't like the word Andromeda. So every time I typed it, it beeped and pinged, and yeah. Hell no. Your job was to go to school and earn good grades, or at least do the best that you can. My parents didn't really come down on me if I, as long as I passed, I was okay. But to not go to school for me meant that I couldn't go to work and I couldn't go out with my friends. So in high school, I missed one day. One day because I had bronchitis my senior year. Otherwise, I was going to school because I wasn't going to stay home. I was going out with my friends. God forbid I missed something. But yeah, it's turned around. 555, best time to move out in 26. Anytime from April to July would be good. April to July time frame. Tanya, Capricorn, he's trying, but I'm not giving him a whole lot of attention. He texted this morning within my boundaries. Yeah, he's trying to get back into your good graces because he misses you and he wants to spend time together. Yeah. I mean, that's your call. He's going to continue to try for a while. But, you could tell him where to go if you want. That's up to you. Cinnamon, and don't let them say nobody can be so perfect like you. Oh my God. Yeah. It's crazy, right? That programs you at such a young age. I try so hard to be careful with my words with Avery and like explain why I'm saying this. Like, you can't lie to me, because if you lie to me, I'm not going to trust you. You want me to be able to trust you, not you can't lie to me because it makes you a bad person and no one's going to like you. I mean, nobody will like you eventually if you become a liar, but MR, did M tell someone about my complaining about the job pay scale thing, and K found out somehow and felt some type of way about it, like I'm talking crap about him? Okay, let's see. Did M tell someone about my complaining about the job pay scale? You know what? I don't think they said anything to anyone. I'm not getting a yes. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it. I wouldn't worry about it. I don't think so. Holly, how does O feel about me after my message? Whatever the message was, it didn't change much. So they still may find like they have respect for you. They may think that you're a nice person. For some reason, things are out of balance, and they may think that you want more from them than they're willing to give. But it hasn't changed the way they felt about you. They may think that you're stable, reliable, kind-hearted, compassionate. Holly, general. Walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. You might be thinking about going back to school, learning a new area of study. You're no longer holding yourself back. You could be spending time with the Leo, and you're headed towards the 10 Cups being full. Disappointments are healing and moving into the past, and you may even have some money coming in. It's pretty good. Lolly for this weekend. Disappointments heal and move into the past, and so does negativity. You may have choices and options around social activity. Lay down the law, set boundaries if you feel like someone is overstepping, but you do have some happiness coming in around this weekend. May hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from, or get good news that you've been waiting on. Stephanie, financial. Finances are improving, big picture. You may be adding a new stream of income, or you may be putting time and effort into a side hustle that could pay off, big picture. Paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan may make you feel relief. Listen to your intuition. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Christina, when will I get to have my bariatric surgery? All right, I believe this is going to be somewhat of a journey. I don't know if you've started the journey yet. It looks slow. So I don't know how it works, but it may be a slow process, and it could take a while before you actually have the surgery. I'm going to say it may be between 3 and 5 months after the journey begins. So I don't know what it is, but let's just say, for example, they're like, oh, you have high blood pressure. The high blood pressure has to come down. Once that starts, at that point, it's between 3 and 5 months. If this is something that you've already been working on and you're already like have the ball rolling, then it may be 3 to 5 weeks. Tanya, romance coming in. You have Sagittarius, Leo, and Virgo that come up around you. So let's see who these people are. New beginnings on the horizon that could lead to success. Old wounds heal and move into the past, and life moves forward. It may be a little slow because you got the Knight of Pentacles, but life still could be moving forward. Allie, is my cycle done with O? It could be done, but you have to be the one that ends it. So you have to be the one that doesn't reach out anymore, or if this person reaches out to you, you don't reply. You're the one that's in control of when it ends. It's not like a destined thing. You have to make the decision. But yeah, it looks like it could be done. Lee, Jordan is acting as if he can't be on the phone to call me. Is that true, or is he trying to avoid me? Yeah, he's playing games. He's playing games. He knows that that's going to kind of drive you a little crazy, wondering, so that's why he's doing it. Yeah, I don't like it. He's trying to get like a rise out of you. Titty work general this week. Work general this week. You've got disappointments heal and move into the past, and it may be a busy week, but successful, pleasant, with growth, change, and transformation. Good news may come in around work, school, or business. A disappointment may heal and move into the past. Life moves forward. Not a bad week. Ruchi, next in love. Listen to your intuition when it comes to love and explore your options. Disappointments heal and move into the past, and the Empress is bringing in love and money, or more of it. You could be spending time with Sagittarius. With the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities. You may have choices and options. Negativity is moving into the past. You also may have a water sign around you, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Taurus, general. Old wounds heal and move into the past, and life begins to move forward. The hard work you put into work, school, or business comes back and pays off. Making decisions that push life forward with growth, change, and transformation around finances between now and the end of the summer. You may be planning travel, a new venture begins, and your luck changes for the better. Walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Devin, do you see a sexual connection between me and Carly? That's possible, yes. Titty general for the rest of the month. Luck changes for the better quickly, and you might have a new job or business opportunity come in, but then you also may be working a side business, side project, side hustle, starting something that's all your own. Maybe creative in nature. You could be thinking about going back to school, learning a new area of study. Life comes into balance. Maybe spending time with a Leo or an Aries. Disappointments heal and move into the past. Life changes for you for the better quickly. Should be a pretty good month. Tanya for the next 48. Tanya for the next 48. You have money coming in, finances could be improving, and you may be paying off a bill of debt or a loan. You've got luck changing for the better quickly. Life is coming into balance, and you have a Leo around. I don't know Leo was going to come in that fast. Walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you, but you got that Earth sign here too. The Capricorn's probably going to be around the next couple of days, or you'll be hearing from him or something. Make sure you take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Lee, does Jordan still want to be with me, or is he pushing me away to talk to somebody else? Well, it's both. He's not pushing you away to talk to somebody else. He's talking to other people, but he's pushing you away because like he thinks that it's going to make you like want to know what's going on. You're going to get a rise. He's going to get a rise out of you. He's manipulating the situation to like for his own ego. but he's not being honest about things, and there are other women that he's talking to, but it's like he wants to be with everyone. I mean, this guy is not showing that he's looking for a committed, stable, long-term relationship. It looks like he's kind of playing people against one another, and he's in the middle of it. It's kind of ego-driven. Stacy for today. Lay down the law, set boundaries if you think someone is overstepping. Life could change for you for the better quickly, especially where like work, school, or business are concerned. Old wounds heal and move into the past, and life begins to move forward. Anxiety eases and moves into the past. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. You could get good news around business. MR, does Kay think that I'm two-faced or not to be trusted because of the pay scale misunderstanding? No. I think he thinks if he even knows about it, it would be more of like you were just voicing your opinion about something, like it's your opinion. Taylor, career for August. You got cause for celebration coming in around paying off a bill of debt or a loan in the month of August. Anxiety eases. Choices and options around career that could lead you quickly towards success. Now, if you already have a job and you're content, there may be success around your current job. If you don't have a job or you're looking for a new job, now may be the time to really kind of put it out there, because it could lead you to success pretty quickly. Things are moving forward for you. Starfall, did I do anything wrong with the group that I didn't click with at my work training place? I felt like I tried. What do the cards say? You didn't do anything wrong, no. No, I mean, I hate that people feel like that. I would feel like that too. And I also have been in situations where I feel like things are kind of clicky and I'm not part of that clique. I mean, I've kind of spent like a lot of part of my life like that. But no, you didn't do anything wrong. It's like sometimes people just don't click. And then you also don't know what the relationship everybody has. You know, like you don't know if people knew each other previously, or if they had been in a situation before, or something is familiar about it for them and it wasn't for you. So there may be reasons why things were the way they were. But no, you didn't do anything wrong. Mary, General. You have a new journey that begins around work, school, or business. No longer feeling stuck or stagnant. Life may change for you for the better quickly, and success comes in around finances improving. Something nice may happen around the home. Moving homes, changing homes, upgrading your home. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Listen to your intuition. You may be planning travel. Cinnamon for the rest of the day. Old wounds heal and move into the past, and life moves forward. Life's moving forward towards greener pastures. You may be spending time with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. You may hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from, or get good news that you've been waiting on. You've got the world at your feet and you're feeling ambitious. You should be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to today. A wish comes true. Bacon, does that Sagittarius have romantic feelings towards me? I don't see romantic feelings here as of right now. It looks like it's friendship right now. Michelle, career. Disappointments heal and move into the past, and there may be new opportunities on the horizon that could lead to more money coming in. You may even have choices and options around a new job or business opportunity. Expressing your wants and needs will be helpful around career, exploring your options, and you should be feeling better compensated, better respected around work, school, or business. Jess, did I graduate with the highest grade in my class or just among the top? I think it was just among the top. which is still great. Peach, would I get the FS job, AS job, or neither? As of right now, FS comes up the strongest. Yeah, general for the next 10 days. You could have good news coming in around work, school, or business. Life comes into balance and the hard work that you put in pays off. There may be new beginnings on the horizon, maybe feeling better compensated, better respected around work, school, or business. Something nice may happen around the home, moving homes, changing homes, upgrading your home. Somebody may make you an offer that would be hard to turn down. Listen to your intuition. Chelsea, would it lead to just being embarrassing if I messaged Mike? I mean, I suppose it matters what you say in the message, but I don't see embarrassment here as of right now. Charlie, general for the next 2 weeks. Disappointments heal and move into the past, and life begins to move forward. Life changes for you for the better quickly, and success comes in around work, school, or business. A disappointment or a heartache is easing and moving into the past, and life is beginning to move forward. With the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities, and perseverance pays off. Maggie, will my daughter be able to complete her academic work and submit it to Professor D by Saturday without too much stress? Yeah, I think so. XXX, anything I need to know? Lay down the law, set boundaries if you feel like somebody may be trying to overstep. Life's moving forward towards greener pastures, and anxiety is easing and moving into the past. Teamwork is favored around work, school, or business, and success comes in around life changing for the better quickly. You may be feeling very ambitious, and you should be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Just make sure that you're still taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Stephanie with the F, what's next in love? You have new beginnings on the horizon. Disconnect from people, places, and things that have been disappointing, manipulative, stagnant. Anything that's not working moves into the past. And then you could have fire coming in, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. You may have a Libra coming in. You do have love coming in, and with the Magician, the ability to manifest more of it. Not bad. Emin, would Kay be interviewed for TPS or RDS? As of right now, TPS comes up stronger. Did skip some people. Hang on. Stacy, finances for the rest of the week. Finances for the rest of the week are okay. Things are moving forward and you're feeling a little bit of relief. Maybe a little slow and steady wins the race, but you'll be fine. You're being guided by the divine. Come on, click it. Oh my God, I can't click it. To do it on this one. Stacy, I did. It is the dad. How will I feel about the music production class I'm taking at the moment 1 month from now? You might be feeling a little undecided. You might feel like things are a little bit out of balance. But you know what? I don't know how long the class takes, but you'll feel differently by the time it ends. You may be happy with it by the time it ends. Tanya, the Leo's driving me crazy. I know. Let me pull up my email. Sometimes it takes a second for them to come through, Adonis. So I'll answer for MR. How does M think about me and my behavior towards T? Could she be irritated or annoyed? No, I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I think that for whatever the situation is, I think she may be kind of turning a blind eye to it or not paying attention to it, but I think she sort of agrees with you. I mean, I don't know if you've expressed your grievances, but she doesn't seem to care. Good. Better off that other people don't get involved. It's fine. It's fine. Michelle, energy around my new part-time job for July. Energy is good, successful, relieved, with the magician, the ability to manifest new opportunities. It may even lead you to more down the line. Pretty good. Adonis, I got it here. Oh my God. Yes. Yeah. Okay, I got it. Thanks. You know, at the moment, I think that what they're thinking is like happiness, contentment, and long term. You know, in some ways, they may feel like they're at liberty to you know, behave like the way they do, like stepping forward, blocking, disconnecting. But I still think that this is probably the most consistent, loyal situation, friendship, emotional connection that this person has had. And I don't think they think that it's going away, even though they may threaten. Titty Bomba Angel cards, your pick. Okay. Let's do the blue ones. Let's do the blue ones. I have them all. Page of Fire, outgoing, creative, confident, mischievous. News of an exciting new endeavor. Use your originality and ingenuity. Page of Water, intuitive, sensitive, artistic, and friendly. A new person enters your life. A relationship begins a new phase. Heightened psychic awareness. Justice, Archangel Raguel. Fair and just decisions. Do what you know is right and stand up for your beliefs. Pretty good. And have more insight on the good news coming in around work. Life is coming into balance. Life is moving forward. There could be a new opportunity that comes in. Maybe bringing with it a little bit more money. You have the world at your feet. You're no longer holding yourself back. Life is moving forward. I don't know, maybe there's going to be a promotion and more money to go along with it, or a new opportunity of some type. Let's go down here a little bit more. Virta, General. You have the world at your feet and life is moving forward. You may reconnect with an old friend or somebody you haven't seen in a while. You have money coming in. Feeling ambitious, be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. You've got happiness coming in around travel. You may be planning travel. And you'll have choices and options around social activity. Tika, love for the next 7 days. For the next 7 days, you've got anxiety eases and moves into the past. But I don't see a whole lot of love here. So if you have something planned with someone, that will probably continue. Anxiety is moving into the past. If you're involved with a Virgo, things could be moving forward slow and steady. If you're not with anyone, there could be a Virgo around, but the Hermit showing up in a love reading, and there's not a whole lot of love here. It may be that you're just taking some time for yourself over the course of the week. I don't see a whole lot of love here. Migu, general for the next 24. You've got success coming in around work, school, or business, and a new journey begins. A disappointment heals and moves into the past. You'll hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. Life comes into balance. Tanya, sometimes I think I may be blocking people because I'm not letting people take advantage or behave badly anymore. I've had enough nonsense, including family and friends and love interests. No, that's not blocking people. Nope. No, what blocks people is like being hung up or stuck on someone, you know, like hyper fixating over the last person that you were with, trying to get back with the ex, chasing around someone that has no interest. Like that blocks people. But setting boundaries brings life back into balance. It brings in good luck. Things move forward with divine guidance. Now, divine guidance is always going to move things forward much slower than manipulation will, but manipulation doesn't bring you long-term success. So you're not blocking anything. You have the Empress here bringing in love and money. Things could change out of the clear blue sky. Life moves forward. You know, somebody that's super manipulating, and I've seen it, like I've seen what people do, like, oh my God, one woman, she lied about being sick because she wanted to keep this guy around. I mean, really, I mean, anyway, she lied about being sick, and she was like laughing when she was telling me, and I was like, stop, I'm like, whatever, you do what you want. But you could keep the guy around that way, right? I mean, he feels bad, he feels guilty, maybe now's not the time, but you can't make the guy love you. He isn't going to love you. You can't manipulate somebody into loving you. So, no, you're not blocking anything. You don't have to put up with bad behavior just to not be alone. And that's what people do that. They put up with bad behavior because they don't want to be alone. And shitty people will be with good people that they know will put up with it. But if they know you're not going to put up with it, then they're not going to give you the time of day because they want to still be a shitbag. So you're not doing anything wrong. Oh, that's okay. Amen. Rest of the week with O. Things look a little out of balance with the Six of Pentacles in reverse, and that may cause a little bit of anxiety. You just may feel like not all that much is happening. But there is communication here, and expressing your wants and needs around the situation may be helpful. Laylee, does Mahad Leo have feelings for Laylee Libra? I don't see a lot of romance around this connection as of right now. If you have intentions for him, I would let him know how you feel. Rip Hand Deep, General. Old wounds heal and move into the past, and you may be thinking about going back to school or learning a new area of study. Success comes in around work, school, or business. Maybe spending time with a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Teamwork is favored around work, school, or business and brings in relief. Red, will I be ready to go in 60 days? Yeah, you can make that happen. You can make that happen. Vicky, general for tomorrow. Anxiety eases and moves into the past and life moves forward. You may hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. You'll be spending time with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan, or setting money aside for something may make you feel relief. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care, and listen to your intuition. Butterfly A, love. Walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you and new doors open. Could be with a Libra, could be with an Aries. Perseverance pays off. It leads you to success around love. Tanya, I get what you're saying. I was tired of BS, and I know people have noticed. I thought maybe I was unapproachable. Nah, I don't think so. Move so nobody gets hurt. But it's true. I mean, how much shit do you gotta put up with, right? I get it. I get it. Brenda, general in love between Devin, Vincent, and I for today and tomorrow. I don't see a whole lot of love here. So if you have something planned, I would double check that your plans are going to move forward. Otherwise, there could be communication, but I don't see a whole lot of love. It looks like there may be a little distance between the two of you, or maybe there's not a whole lot of choices or options, or it also could be that maybe things just aren't aligning. It may be that like schedules aren't working over the next couple of days. It depends where you guys are in this relationship. Gabs, how does George Soros feel about me as a person? May find you to be somebody who's strong, confident, grounded, stable, down to earth, hardworking. Somebody who is like strong, independent, yeah, like you can get shit done. You don't rely on other people. Shreya, will I meet up with my friend Ebony soon? I think you will, yes. Maybe sometime this month. Crow's Nest. Jessica, money and career for the immediate future. My current job is ending. You're going to find something else. You'll be okay until you get the new job, but there is success around having the world at your feet. Exploring your options leads to choices and options that lead to feeling better compensated, better expected around work, school, or business. Growth, change, and transformation for the better around career. Linus, I want to plan a big family trip for the next summer. Is that going to happen and go well? It could happen, yeah. I mean, it's a free will thing. You have to make it happen, but you have potential to make it go well. And you have potential to make it happen, and if it happens, it should go well. Emily, for today and tomorrow with Soha. I don't see all that much happening. Things look a little bit out of balance, and if somebody here is showing is the Hermit. Somebody may be taking time for themselves, unless one of you are a Virgo. But I don't see all that much happening. Now, Fool is in reverse, which means something may get revealed that could need to be dealt with. That may be why there's not that much happening. Something else may be important or taking precedence over the next couple of days. Expressing your wants and needs around the situation could be helpful. Magician's Heart. Snap friend Tacky's next actions for me. Things look a little slow, but there could be communication that comes in, like maybe by the end of the week. James. What is the energy around myself in S? Worth it? Well, you have to make the decision as to whether or not it's worth it. The cards can't tell you what to do. But the cards suggest It's slow and steady wins the race. Nothing is going to change fast, but there is opportunity for growth, change, and transformation over time. Amu, love or romance coming in. Disconnect from people, places, and things that no longer serve you, and new doors open. Anything that's not functioning well will disintegrate and move into the past. Anything that you feel is like not working well will disintegrate and move into the past. And then you could have a fire sign come in, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. But if you feel like you got something that's stagnant, that's holding you back, something you're trying to fix, redo, manipulate, let it go. It's not working. Anthony, who will be my next sexual encounter? C, Gemini, or T, Capricorn? As of right now, the Gemini comes up a little bit stronger, but there is potential with both. All about me in general. Anxiety eases and moves into the past when money comes in, or more money is coming in and you're paying off a bill of debt or a loan or putting money aside for something. Listen to your intuition. Teamwork is favored. Lay down the law, set boundaries that'll serve you well. Old wounds heal and move into the past. Life moves forward, slow and steady wins the race, but on stable ground. Tanya, just like with Elle's son who needed money, saying the hospital won't discharge him unless he pays $490. I'm putting out there how stupid it sounds, and now I'm hearing the crickets. Yeah. Well, you see, like, I'm the kind of idiot that would have fallen for something like that, because I would never ask people for. I mean, I would have to be like dying. I would, and it would probably be more that Avery needed it than me before I would go out and actually ask somebody for money. I would have been in a bad spot where a friend gave me some money and she said I didn't have to give it back to her. My intentions are to give it back to her, even if it takes a long time. But I don't know how people have the nerve, but they don't care. They don't care. People lie and they get away with it and they don't care. And people rely. Somebody said this to me once and it hit me so hard, and I always think of it. People rely on other people's good behavior to not call them out. Like, I have respect. I'm not going to call you out when you're telling me a blatant lie. You know, like, I'm not going to say to you, that's not fucking true. Like, it's not fucking true. like people, I've heard some outlandish things from some family members that I know are not true. I know that they're not true. I know they're absolute lies. But because I don't want to argue, and because I'm not going to get anywhere with these assholes, I don't say anything. And that's what it is. It's like they know that. They know, well, she's not going to say anything. She's going to, but you can lie to my face all you want. I still fucking know you're lying. I might not call you out on it, but I know you're lying, and I don't have any respect for you because you're a liar. So you can have this. YP is at what's as current thoughts about the relationship with M. May have made a decision to move away from the relationship. It looks like this relationship is in trouble. May feel, I don't know if this person's feeling deceived, maybe feeling like they put a lot of time and effort into the situation and it didn't work out in their favor. It looks as if they're pulling away from the situation. Butterfly for the next 24. Anxiety eases and moves into the past, and you may have choices and options around social activity. Listen to your intuition. Feeling ambitious, be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Disappointments heal and move into the past. A wish comes true. Ray, who's coming in love for me from now until October. New beginnings are on the horizon that lead to success, and it could be around new energy. Walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you, or any stress that you've been carrying, let it go. And then you may have a Taurus or a Libra coming in, possibly even water, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Ina, general for the week. Old wounds heal and move into the past, and life moves forward. You may reconnect with an old friend or someone you haven't seen in a while. Teamwork is favored around work, school, or business, and you may be paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan. Davy, general. Life comes into balance and begins to move forward. Old wounds heal and move into the past. You may have something nice happen around the home, moving homes, changing homes, upgrading your home. Listen to your intuition. Slow and steady wins the race, but you may be investing time in a side business that could pay off big picture. Not bad. Macy, general around the day. You've got perseverance pays off around work, school, or business. You have money coming in, finances are improving. You may be feeling better compensated, better respected around work, school, or business. Anxiety eases, and you could be spending time with an Aries. Is there anyone here I haven't answered for yet? Oh, I didn't see a question. All right, let me just run to the bathroom and then I will be right back. Hang on. Oh, what are you looking at? I'm going to the bathroom. You curious as to where I'm going? This is the bathroom, right around the corner. Tanya, I'll be on after ice skating tonight. All About Maine, is Robert okay? Still haven't heard from him. His thoughts, feelings, and intentions. He's okay. He's okay. Yeah. He may have been feeling like a little bit like run down and also overwhelmed or overworked, like maybe not feeling that great and also having to work maybe took a toll on him, but you'll hear from him and he's probably going to want to get together soon, maybe sometime before the end of this week or the middle of next. Yes, Jasmine, I'm starting them on the 9th. The 9th, 10th, and 11th, I'm going to do them. Bo, cards for the week. Life comes into balance and begins to move forward. You may have good news that comes in around work, school, or business. Anxiety eases and moves into the past. You'll hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. And then you have perseverance pays off. Perseverance pays off around work, school, or business. May also be planning travel. M&M, love for Taurus. Fool is in reverse, which means something may get revealed around a relationship if Taurus is already in a relationship that they may have to deal with. If they're not with anyone, they've got an earth sign coming in, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Their life is moving forward. If they're not with anyone, they're probably moving forward, not backwards. They're kind of a little slow and steady wins the race. I don't see all that much changing quick around them. But if they're in a relationship with the Fool, there may be something that needs to be addressed. Fool in reverse. Something gets revealed that needs to be dealt with. Love is okay for them. Tanya, love for July, no cat lady. No cat lady. You've got, first of all, you got Capricorn here. Life is moving forward. Then you have fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Making decisions that push life forward. I know this guy keeps showing up. Disappointments heal and move into the past. Life moves forward. You're not a cat lady. Unless you were to make that choice. Cosmic, outcome of my status here with GS after my temp assignment ends this month. The hard work you put in pays off. They may offer you a position of some sort. You've got relief coming in around things moving forward, but it might not be quick, so you may not find out until towards the end of the month. Hi, Nelia. How are you? I'm good. Single love reading. You've got the disappointment heals and moves into the past. Anxiety eases and moves into the past, and life moves forward. You'll hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. Somebody may make you an offer around love that would be hard to turn down. Could be a Pisces, maybe a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Old wounds are healing and moving into the past, and your love life should be moving forward, so it's probably new energy coming in. Both Sagittarius and Capricorn have been around the past 2 days. They're probably going to continue to be around for a while. Jasmine, I'm going to get asked out on a date by July or August. I'm single and feeling flirty. Okay, let's see. You could get asked out between now and the end of August, and it may be from a brand new fire sign that comes in out of the clear blue sky, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, but Leo comes up the strongest. Oh, the Little Mermaid? The red one, yeah. Yeah, they're so much fun, but they're getting so old. And they're starting to get really ratty. I mean, it doesn't look that bad on the camera, but in person it looks terrible. But I wear them to sit in here. That's it. I don't even answer the door. I mean, why would I answer the door with a blue wig on? But but anyway, I love color, and it just brightens things up. I don't know. I got to order some new ones. Is there anybody else here I haven't answered for? I saw one that I thought was really cool. It was mostly black, but underneath it, it had different colors. I thought that one was cool. Mel, General. Life comes into balance, and you have the hard work you put into work, school, or business pays off. Somebody may make you an offer that would be hard to turn down. Listen to your intuition. You could be planning travel, maybe spending time with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Disappointments heal and move into the past, and life moves forward. Anxiety eases and moves into the past. Perseverance pays off. Not bad. Oh, I like the way the blue hair looks on some people. I really like, I don't know if I haven't seen it in a while. I don't know, maybe it went out of style, but the girls that have like dark brown hair or black hair, and then like the tips are like different color, like sea green and blue. I like the way it looks. Now my neighbor at the end, she's got, her hair is kind of like a sand, like Avery's color, maybe a little bit lighter. And then she's got one side of it is purple. And then the neighbor in between us, her hair is mostly black and she has like magenta highlights. Yeah, I mean, I've seen on Instagram people that do like, where it's like pastel colors and it's all like changes like throughout. I can't imagine what the upkeep on that. And I'm kind of curious as to what my mother would think of it, because my mother was a colorist. I wonder what she would think of those colors. But I think they look great, but I would just imagine it would look terrible growing out. Jasmine, you're lucky you're 5'6". I'm only 5'2". It's honest. Will tomorrow go well for both mom and grandma, or does this shit hit the fan? They're going to arrange the whole inheritance bullshit because the other part of the family wants to claim, even though it's not theirs. People are they're so disappointing, really. I think it's going to go well. I think it's going to go well. I mean, how are you fighting over inheritance and like the woman is still here? That's terrible. The whole thing is terrible. Tanya, I also see shorts with butt cheeks hanging out the bottom. Oh my God. There was somebody who I used to work with. And you know, like when you're like 15 or 16, like you think that like 25 is old. So she was always old to me because I was a kid when I worked with her, but she recently passed. But anyhow, I remember at one point, she was older and she had like had some work done. I don't remember, maybe a facelift, I don't know what she did. And like you could tell that all of a sudden she went through just a brief moment where she was like trying to appear younger, and I was like, I hope I don't do that. And then sometimes I think to myself, I'm like, am I doing that? I mean, I don't walk around with my butt cheeks out, and I'm pretty much like at the pool the other day, I had on like, you know, like spandex shorts, and the top was a bathing suit, but it was long. It was like right to my waist. I didn't wear the shorts that came with the bathing suit because it felt like they were a little bit too short. And not because I don't want to show my legs or anything like that, but because I kind of feel like they're a little bit too small right now. Like my legs are a little too big for them. And like I was going with Avery's brother and his wife and their friend. Like I just didn't want everything hanging out, you know? So maybe I'm starting to feel like I'm getting older. I don't know. Like I'm also, once again, still battling all the weight that I gained. So maybe if I got back to what I used to be, maybe I would feel differently, but anyhow. Yeah, I don't want to look inappropriate, but I also feel like my two neighbors I just told you about, both of them are older than me. Actually, the one at the end, I had no idea. Like, I thought she was much younger than she is. Not that she's old, but when she told me how old she was, I was like, oh my God, I would have thought you were like maybe 55 or 53 or something like that. And she said she was 62. And she's purple hair. Now, I worked with this woman, Mary Ellen. Mary Ellen, she was so funny. First of all, she was really cool. Like, she always had like crystals, and she loved like jewelry. She had a short pixie haircut, and it was gray. It was gray, yeah. And she always wore a short pixie, and it worked for her. Like, I thought she looked cute. And she comes in one day, and the whole front of her hair is pink. And we were like, well, you dyed your hair pink? It's just, well, my grandson was dyeing hair, and he asked me if I wanted some, and I figured out, what the hell, I keep my hair short. If I don't like it, I'll just cut it off. And I thought that was great. So maybe I'm kind of contradicting myself. Like, maybe you don't have to have your ass cheeks hanging out, but you dress the way you want, wear your hair the way you want, that kind of stuff. There's another woman, Avery and I see her all over the place, and she drives like an aqua color, it's like a Chevy Sonic or something like that, tiny car, and she's an older woman, and she always has on, like bright pink glasses, big yellow earrings. She drives this aqua color car. I'm like, I love that woman. She just looks like a lot of fun. So I guess maybe if you do it the right way, it's okay. Oh, thank you, Tanya. Thank you, but I'm still about 20 pounds heavier from, like, like how normally you fluctuate a little bit. I used to kind of stay between 120 and 130. Like, that was most of my adult life. At one point, I was able to get down to about 118, but I didn't stay there very long. Now, my fluctuation is kind of like between 140 and 150, and that I'm only 5'2", so I would like to get back down to at least 130, but anyway. And I know it's hard to go by actual weight, because people at the same weight could look different. My yoga teacher, her and I at one point both weighed the same, and she probably looked about 20 pounds lighter than me, because she was much more muscular. She used to be a bodybuilder. Anyway. Yeah, that woman is cool, right? And like, I see a woman like that, and I'm like, that's fucking great. Like, you didn't get old and lose who you were. You're still rocking it. I love it. So maybe you wear what you want, just don't let your ass cheeks hang out. When I was at the doctor and got on the scale, like if you were saying, oh. I was at the bar once years ago, and I don't know why we were talking about weight, but my one friend came in who I knew from work and high school. He comes in, he hears us talking, he puts his arm around me, he goes, my scale says when I get on, one person, please. One person. How about when I was pregnant? I'm not kidding. Right after Thanksgiving, I had a doctor's appointment, and I weighed 10 pounds. In 2 weeks, I gained 10 pounds. And the nurse, like, normally they don't comment, but the nurse or whoever it is that took my weight was like, you gained 10 pounds in 2 weeks. And I go, I just drank a lot of water before I came in. She's like, it's not 10 pounds of water. And I was like, well, it was Thanksgiving. I was hungry. And she was like, you have to watch your weight. You put on a lot of weight. I think I gained 12 pounds before I even got to my first appointment. I think I went from 130 to 142. And then it was just a steep incline. It was just went right up. The day Avery was born, I weighed 204 pounds. I'm like, I'm hungry. I can't help. I was fucking hungry. And everything tasted so good. You know how people say that their sense of smell increased? Mine was my taste. I couldn't smell anything, but I could fucking eat. Anyway, let me go see what kind of exercise I can do now with the broken foot, but I'll see you guys later. I'm going to do my resistance bands. My foot's much better. It's getting there. Thank you all very much for being here. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.